Hi, this is Chicone, Chicone Cabinet Makers. We're in the process of rebuilding the archtop doors you see in back of me. Historically accurate for the Woodlawn Cemetery. That's where Mark Twain's buried. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to go over with you the different ways that we construct our interior and exterior doors. Let's start with the unfinished red oak you see in back of me. I had it cut and kiln to 3 inches. I then resurfaced all 4 sides and brought it to 2.5 where it's going to finish out. The rails will be 2.5 by 9 and the stiles will be 2.5 by 5. Let's stop right there. A good way, the way I remember stiles and rails. Stiles go vertically, rails go horizontally. I remember it by split rail fence. My next step is to cut the tongue and groove. I make the tongue and groove joint in this. Not only does it add a superior glue joint, but down the road, when we apply our moldings, it gives me something to nail to onto the tongue. My next step is to add a mortise and tenon. Now we add mortise and tenon not only to our tongue and groove, but to our cope and pattern, which we'll get to in a bit, because we find it to be a superior joint. These will be epoxied in. We epoxy all of our exterior doors. Not only in our joint work, but exterior before we put our lacquer down. Helps to fight Mother Nature. That will get added to there. And that's where I'm going to stop with this door. The next steps with this door will be applying moldings, will be adding panels, adding glass, staining, and finishing. The door behind me is a D100. You can see this on our website. I brought it out of the finish room for 2 reasons. One, I wanted you to see what African ribbon mahogany looked like pre and post finish. The door behind me is ready to be finished. And this is what it looks like with 3 coats of post-catalyzed lacquer. It has a deep red luster to it. The next reason is the joint work in it. This has cope and pattern. Cope and patterns come in many shapes and sizes. This is our OG. This is what our OG looks like in a cope. They go together like so. Now what this does is give you a strong glue joint, but also a fancy molding that's built already into your stiles and rails. We will cut our mortise and our tenon. This is our tenon into our cope and our mortise into our pattern. And it'll go together like so. And you can see the fancy molding that's mitered in to hold our glass or our panel. Well, that's it for today. In my next door video, I'm going to assemble the red oak and get it ready for stain and finish. Thanks again. My name is Vincent Chicone with Chicone Cabinet Makers.